Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. My name's Kevin. As you can see before me, I've got a nice little collection of mills here, and they all need to find homes. All of these things need to go away because they're too large to fill in these machines. They're here, they're taking up space, and I need that room back. I don't need these. So I'm looking to maybe make some tool trades or possibly outright sales. Thing is, I'm not married to any of these things. Reasonable offers are going to see these things hitting the road. So let's take a look at them and let me know what you think. I'm going to number each one as we go through them, and you'll just be able to send me an email with the number of the tool that you're interested in, and I can keep a list of them in the comments below. When they go away. That way there won't be any confusion if somebody's looking for this thing, grabs it, boom, I'll make the note down there. So I'll keep it alive, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks. Okay folks, first item up for bid is going to be this this 32 insert sandbag. As you can see, this little guy is right at 8 inches. If setting tool height is your thing, then this is the tool you need. Little guy's in good shape. It does have some miles on it, but it's looks to be in pretty good shape. The inserts look to be good and should be readily available, just being little square inserts. So we're going to list that one as number 1, and we'll move on down the road here. Number 2 is going to be this little Ingersoll 8-inch by 1-inch slaughter. This little guy and its brother down here are both Ingersoll. They look like they've never been run. So we will label these guys as 2 and 3. You guys can let me know what you think on those things. Again, it looks like they've never been run. I had another one; it sold already, so we're good. If you'd happen to need any hardware, I've got lots of mounting hardware for all of these little guys as well. I guess number 4 is going to be this Hertel, or however you want to pronounce that. That little guy is again an 8-inch. This one is a right hand. We've got a left hand here. It'll be number 5. I believe they're 2-inch bores. The 8-inch, or the right hand is missing 1 insert. The left hand is missing 1 insert and one of the little nails, and I believe you can still get those things. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. The company was purchased by another group, and I can't remember the name right now, but if you look it up, you'll find it. I had another one that had both names on it. So anyway, it's probably the new company that bought Hertel that you'll have to look up. The next little item, I guess, we're going to run through are going to be these 8-inch Sumitomos. I've got 3 of these things. One of them is missing an insert and hardware and the little retainer for it. But those little guys should make somebody pretty happy. They are a bit aggressive. I imagine they're going to move some metal. That's all there is to it. And again, inserts should not be that big of a problem to try to find. So I looked at them. It looks like the inserts are good on these. I'm leaving this side up, and that way when you get them, you can simply rotate the insert, have a fresh edge, be ready to work. And then we're going to get into this all of these Ingersoll cutters. This one is going to be an 8-inch again, and pretty aggressive little guy. These things will definitely move some metal. Some old Hagen tools. I've got a bunch of these things in a variety of sizes. Not all of them have, there's only one insert left. Everybody else has grabbed all the inserts. Some of these are missing some screws. Some of them have all the hardware and are just needing inserts. So that's a pretty good deal. And then I've got ISCAR saw support, slaughter support for the for horizontal machines. So if you need a set of those, let me know. And again, the board looks like it's right at 1.5 inches. I can get an exact measurement if you want. There is a part number on these things. So we've got the information on. So let me move the camera and we will go again. Okay, a moment ago I said I had a lot of hardware for these things. Here it is. I've got plenty of the bolts to hold smaller ones inside, and then I've got a few of them for the go down through the holes in the inserts or into the holders themselves. So if you need any of that, let me know. I can check thread pitch sizes. I've done most of these are 3/4 inch. We'll get going here. I thought we had a number 10 on the list is going to be this little guy. He's going to be a 6-inch Ingersoll cutter, and again, all of these Ingersolls in this style take the same insert. They're all the LSE 444s. You still get them at Carbide Depot. We've already been down that road and checked that out. We've already sent some of these to New and Happy Homes. So we've got them in 10 insert and then a little hard count as well. So we'll call those 10 and 11. We'll get on down here to business. Now you've got these big 10-inch Ingersolls. These little guys, I've got in two varieties. These two hold 16 inserts. This is the only remaining insert I've got for them. This one is missing some of the screws, about half the screws. That one is complete. Again, all of this stuff has been used, and you can see that it's been around a racetrack a time or two, but it's still got plenty of cutting left in it, so that shouldn't be a problem. We're going to call those 12 and 13. So again, we've got another little Ingersoll here. It's going to be another one of these 6-inch cutters. Again, pretty stinking aggressive. This one does have a screw that's broken off in there. Shouldn't be too big of a problem to get out, honestly. I haven't messed with it. So we're going to call that little guy 14, and we'll slide on over just a little bit more. Okay guys, on this next batch we've got 3 more of the 10-inch Ingersolls, and again these are missing the screws. This one's missing the seats on it as well. Again, they're still using those LSE 444 inserts. We're going to start labeling these things as 15, 16, if I could write, and 17. Looks like this one, number 16, is also missing some of the seats that go behind the insert. Now, I've got 5 of these little guys, of these little extensions, and there's 2 more on the other side there. These are Sandvik Verilocks. These are 80 millimeters, and these are set up with a metric thread pitch on them. I've got a couple of the tools that will go up in here and lock into these things. If you grab one of these and you want one of the tools, let me know. I'll have 2 to spare. This little guy, I need this lug. It came with one. I just don't have the little screw for it, but hardware's not that hard to find. So we're going to call these 18 and 19. And then the big one, we're going to call number 20. This one This is 270 millimeter, and it is a 3/4 16 on the threads. All these little bolts that I've got will screw right into that guy. However, none of them are screwing into these. These are metric. I haven't chased the thread pitch. So the 270 millimeter guy is going to be number 20. And we're going to go right around the corner again. And this is our last corner of the table to work with. And again, we've got 3 more of these Ingersoll 10-inch cutters. We're going to call them 21. Looks like it's got most of the hardware. It's missing 1 or 2 screws. Oh no, it looks like it's got all the hardware with it. It just doesn't have any inserts. There's a screw here, just kind of run in a little bit. 22 looks like he's got all of the hardware on here. A couple of the seats have got the seats have been kind of run into something, so they've got some rub marks on them, but I don't know that they've got any lips that are going to interfere with the inserts. They should be good to go. And then number 23, again, is one of the 10-inch 10 insert mills, and it has all the hardware. Slam some inserts in it, and you can start moving metal right away. These little guys are the more the Sandvik extensions. Again, they're metric. I'm sorry, these are 80 millimeters. The other ones we looked at are 120 millimeter. We're going to call these things 23 and 24. Again, they look to be the same, and I have the tools to use to remove these. First come, first serve in the tools, guys. I've got 5 of these things and only two tools. So we've got number 23 and number 24 right here. So that's what we got. Let me move this camera around, and we'll talk a little bit of business, and I'll let you go. Okay, guys, just to wrap this thing up. I've run through them all. You can run back and forth through the video to look at what you need. Again, I will keep a list in the comments below of all of the cutters that have moved and are no longer available. Now, keep in mind, I'm not looking to make a living off these things. They've got some value to them still. They're pretty good. I know these aren't the latest and greatest in the industry, but these things will definitely move some metal. They'll get the job done. Some of these little guys will fit in the medium-sized priority mail box. It'll cost me about $15 to get that little guy out the door. It takes me about an hour to package these things properly, and that's 1 or 2 cutters per box. I'll add a card up here that link you to the quick little video I made that shows how I package these things. I have shipped them cross country. They do survive. I know how to pack these. I package them to protect. But again, it takes me about an hour, so keep that in mind. I appreciate it. A little bit of my time involved in getting these things boxed up, and again, about $15 to get this thing out the door with one of the 6-inch cutters or the 8-inch Ingersoll slaughters. The 8-inch Sumitomo's and Hertels will not fit in these boxes. None of the big Ingersolls will fit in those boxes. That means that I've got to make one of the large priority mail boxes, and those things, it cost me $19 to ship one of these out. Again, it takes about an hour of my time to put it together. Now, these boxes have a weight limit of 70 pounds. I can tell you that I've weighed these things, these larger mills. This thing is 38 pounds. These other 10-inchers are 35 pounds. I can get 1 of those per box. I cannot get 2 of these big ones per box. Now, if you want to combine one of these 10s and one of these, one of the 8s. That'll fit in this box, it'll make the weight limit, I will package it properly. In fact, there's one of the 10s and an 8, excuse me, there was a 12-inch and an 8 that was going in one of these boxes in the video in the car. So, I'll package them to protect, my stuff survives. Again, it's gonna cost me about $18, $19 to send this thing out. And it's gonna take about an hour of my time for me to sit here and create the crate inside this box to ship them out. So, keep that in mind when you're bidding on these things, or when you're throwing me an offer. Man, it just takes time out of my day to try to get this done. So, again, I'm not trying to make a living off of this. Just be mindful of that when you throw me an offer out there. Please don't lowball me. Anyway, if you want to make me a reasonable offer, remember that I'm going to have $20 in it, no matter what, plus any time that it takes me to put it together. So, you know, a little courtesy there would be appreciated. I'm not afraid to make some tool trades. I'm good for that. Things like, combination square sets, levels, getting into the micrometers, 5 inches and up. I'm needing some of those things. Just a variety of things. If you've got some stuff that you're interested in trading, let me know. Shoot me an email, and maybe we can work something out. I'll be good with that. So, thanks for sticking in with this video. Appreciate your time, and let me know what you think.